Mexico's Democratic Senator Martin Heinrich is with me live now from Capitol Hill. Senator, I know you just heard the speech there. Last week, you and several of your Senate colleagues, you sent a letter to the president calling on him to curtail surveillance with, your words, reasonable haste. How satisfied are you with the changes that were announced a few moments ago over the Justice Department?
Well, I think the biggest step forward that we see here, and it's a really important one, is the statement by the president that we're going to get the government out of the business of holding the phone records of millions of innocent American citizens. That is a major victory, and there are a lot of pieces and parts of this speech where we need to see the actual details.
Senator, is that a major victory? I mean, if the bulk data itself is still being collected and it's going to be housed by...
This bulk data has always existed. The phone companies have it. They hold it for a substantial amount of time right now. The point is, your government shouldn't be holding data on you if you are under no suspicion whatsoever.
But if there's a third-party group that is going to be created that is pseudo-governmental in nature, isn't that just the same thing?
Well, I think we're going to have to see exactly what the nature of that arrangement is. I think those of us who've been critical of the existing program are going to look very seriously at the details of that to make sure that this is a real change in policy.
Former NSA Chief Michael Hayden out today with some strong criticism. This is what he said earlier on today. Take a listen.
With regard to who holds the data, frankly, no one will hold it as well in all dimensions of the word well than the National Security Agency. So it's no surprise the president has punted that question to Congress. It appears the president will now demand that the NSA go to the FISA court before they ask the data a question. Savannah, I was the director of NSA on September 11th. That procedure reminds me of the way we operated before the September 11th attacks.
If we've got to go to judges before, is that going to make us less safe, Senator?
No, it certainly isn't, and there are emergency procedures where you can move immediately and then go before the judge. But if you're an American citizen, if you're innocent, you have a right to have some sort of a review process before the government starts to spy on you or surveil you. And this is a step back towards the kind of balance that I believe the framers of the Constitution had in mind when they wrote the Fourth Amendment in the first place.
Really quickly here before I let you go, I do want to ask you about your personal evolution on this issue. Of course, you know, when you were in the House, you voted to extend the NSA programs that we're talking about now. They've become so controversial. Now you're one of the leading voices in the Senate to rein in the agency. What happened?
Well, when I joined the Senate Intelligence Committee, I saw what was happening, and I saw the depth and breadth of these programs. I didn't think, well, basically I thought that if the American people knew those details, that they would be very uncomfortable with how far these laws have been taken. And I think we need a course correction. I think there's growing support for that among the American people, and I believe that it's incredibly important that we protect our security and our liberties too.
Senator Martin Heinrich, Senator, thank you so much. Do appreciate that.